Prominent among the participants was former Vice President and former Foreign Minister Nguyen Thi Binh, who was head of the negotiation delegation of the Provisional Revolutionary Government of the Republic of South Vietnam at the Paris Conference.
The Paris Agreement is a victory decisive to the path towards the liberation of South Vietnam and national reunification. The solidarity and strong support from the international community gave strengths to Vietnam, both on the battlefield and at the negotiating table.
Addressing the ceremony, Foreign Minister Bui Han Son recalled the negotiations and signing of the accord 5 decades ago, which together with previous ones, like the Geneva Agreement in 1954, created a premise for the Vietnamese people to realize their aspirations for peace, national independence, national reunification, and prosperous development.
Well, you know, the last time I was in Vietnam, I came in April 1975, the month the war ended. I came on a visit. So I have not been here in almost 50 years. And when I look today and I see Vietnam and I talk to the young people, I'm amazed at how modern it has become, how sophisticated a city, how the young people know so much and are aware of the world, and how much enthusiasm and excitement about the future there is in Vietnam. That is a big change, because when I came before, you know, it was during the war. It was not such a happy time for people.
The Paris Peace Accords were important because it ended the hostilities. The killing stopped with the Paris Peace Accords. Unfortunately, the war did not end because the United States maintained an economic embargo on Vietnam for another 23 years. So the United States just found a different way to continue the war. But what was most important is at least the armed hostilities had ended. And then it became a process to end the economic war.
Yeah, I think the tradition of people-to-people diplomacy continues into the modern time. We see so many friends of Vietnam here today still working in solidarity with Vietnam, helped in Vietnam's development, in the normalization of relationship with the United States, and even through the fight through COVID-19. So that long-standing relationship between Vietnam and the people of the world, the progressive people of the world, is still very strong and very significant.
Lessons drawn from the Paris Agreement negotiations, signing, and implementation, have maintained their values, even in the party and the state's foreign policy, during the present course of reform, national development and defense. The Paris Agreement was the result of the longest and most difficult struggle in the history of Vietnam's diplomacy.